We continue discussing different exercises for dynamic apnea with the bifins, and today we're going to talk about such intense exercise as one breath table. Before we start, I want to emphasize that this exercise is not for beginner freedivers. This exercise, I would say, mainly for the people who swimming, who can do dynamic apnea with the bifins around 100 meters. Or even maybe more. The exercise, as I said, quite intense. This is why you don't want to do it too often, otherwise it can lead to the overtraining. Remember, it is okay to put your body under the stress, however, you don't want to do it too often. Do it only occasionally and only if you have enough time for complete recovery. Okay, how to do dynamic apnea bifins table one breath. Choose an easy distance that you can do without any discomfort. I used to do it in a 20 meters pool, but in this video I do it in a 28 meters pool. Do your regular relaxation breathing before starting the table and start your first dive. Then when you come up, do one exhale, one inhale, and do the same distance again. Do 10 repetitions or as many as you can before it gets way too hard. If you like the video so far, don't forget to click the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, this is a perfect time to do it. How you can modify such table? You can decrease or increase the distance, but this is not always an easy option, especially if the pool has a different depth and you cannot stand in the middle of the pool. Another option is to increase the rest between attempts. If one breath is not enough, you can do 2 breaths in between or maybe even 3 breaths in between the attempts. In this case, the table is going to be significantly easier. You can also start with fewer repetitions. For example, you can start with 3 repetitions, then 4, and so on. What is the reason for such table? The main reason is CO2 tolerance, since you will accumulate a significant amount of CO2 pretty quickly doing this exercise. Also, it is a good challenge for mental toughness when you want to stop the exercise somewhere in the middle of the table but keep going. However, as I already said, this exercise is quite toxic for your body and for your nervous system. This is why you don't want to do it too often, because otherwise it can lead to the overtraining. What do I mean by not too often? I would say even maybe once per week is going to be more than enough, or maybe even less often. Also, you need to keep in mind when you do like really intense exercise, like when the intensity is really high, when you have a lot of contractions, it's quite hard to keep control of your technique. So this is why if you do this table or any other tables which is also intense, like too often, then there is a chance that you're going to actually compromise your technique and your technique can become even worse over the time. However, you also don't want to completely forget about intense exercise, because otherwise it's going to be hard for you to do a longer distance. When you have a lot of like contractions, it's going to be hard for you to just keep going because you're not going to be familiar with such sensations. So this is why from time to time you want to put your body under the stress. This is how you're gonna learn how to handle this stress. And once again, for whom this exercise can be useful, as I said, in my opinion, this exercise can be especially useful when your dynamic is already more than 100 meters or somewhere near 100 meters. I think for such freedivers, this is a great exercise. Again, do it not often, occasionally from time to time, just challenge yourself with such exercise. And if you want to learn more about how to swim 100 meters underwater, check out this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, click here.